Live and in studio on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, your real estate and financial experts, making sure you win in every market. Your financial partners, Don and Gino.
You're back with Don Getling and the Don Getling Real Estate and Finance Show. Oh, sorry, Gino, just messing with you, buddy. Gino couldn't join me today. He's taking care of some family business today and being a great family man. And glad to hear Dad's doing well, buddy.
Yeah, that's good, Gino.
I know Elgin was asking, how is Gino's dad? And Gino's dad doing great. So keep taking care of business. And Elgin and I, why don't we take care of business here, all right, buddy?
I'm with that.
All right. I got Elgin in the house, man. I got good backup.
Got some more swag points, man.
That's right. Just dressed up. In fact, I failed to mention that you can actually listen, watch, and chat live with us by going to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com. Click on the listen and chat live button, and you can chat with us and ask Elgin a question and just say, hey.
Hey.
Let me turn this on. There we go. So the chat line is on, again, at donandgino.com. It's that easy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And you can ask questions on the chat line. Again, you can watch us talking, because this is live. We only do it live. We might do a pre-recorded 4th of July show just because we got family too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But other than that, we do it live because we want it at the hour. Give you some idea. We were just talking last hour how the Dow was down 355 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's affecting a few people. Interest rates up a full %. Think that'll affect the market, Elgin?
Just a tad, Don. Just a tad.
So I love how you put it too. That you were how some people have lost $30,000 in purchasing power. Their payments just went up for the same sale price of $100 to $200 something a month. It's just because maybe they procrastinated.
Procrastinated just a little bit, and we've been telling people, particularly, as you had brought out, like say the 500,000 price point. But let's suppose that you're in a $200,000 or $300,000 price point, and you were 6-7 months ago, and you maybe were looking at purchasing 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, but could not because between rates and prices, you were just priced out of the market.
Right.
So instead, you sat and you've waited, and you were hoping that you were going to time the bottom of the market.
Ooh, always a bad mistake.
And for those of us that have been around a while, we all know that the only way you can tell the bottom of the market is when it starts to go up.
That's true.
And guess what it's done? It's gone up.
Just a little bit, huh?
Just a tad, man. And then, as Don mentioned, with the rates going up, if you were in that $200,000 or $300,000, say, marketplace a few months ago, your options have now become extremely limited. Extremely.
Well, yeah, and you mentioned a good thing. I'm mentioning just interest rates going up. Sale prices have gone up, we just said, 12%.
Yes.
So you're talking on a $300,000 sale price. That means they just went up $36,000.
And if you procrastinate longer, where are they going to go from there? I think that some people, particularly the first-time buyer, has to understand that you need to start. You need to start somewhere. You get in the marketplace. Odds are, Lord willing, that's not where you're going to end up. Right. But you have to start somewhere.
Yes.
My wife.
Everybody always wonders how's that neighbor who makes the same amount of money now move into the bigger home?
Yes.
It's because they bought early enough and they're taking that equity position and utilizing it to buy a bigger home.
Correct. Absolutely.
And we were mentioning, Elgin, how if you were paying $1,800 a month and your rent went up every year by 3%, that the amount of rent that you're throwing away in 5 years, get this, I'm glad you're sitting down, $115,000.
That is a phenomenal figure.
Okay, and there's also, and you're losing your appreciation, potential appreciation, and principal reduction.
Right.
So you can potentially, on a $300,000 home or a $400,000 home, lose in 10 years $250,000.
See, we know one thing that we try to tell people is, my wife and I, that decisions that you make or don't make can actually affect your family for decades.
Mm-hmm.
It can affect your kids. It can even affect your grandchildren.
That's a good point.
Depending upon what decision you make.
Right.
And I guess that's why we care so much about trying to help people and provide them with information.
And if you just tuned in, and very astute words from Elgin Walker of the Elgin and Pilar Walker team from Keller Williams VIP Properties with us, 25-year expert. We're talking being in this industry for 25 years, like myself. That says something, right, buddy?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, we've seen these roller coasters before.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
So it gives you, it has to, I see your confidence when you talk to people, because this is not your first rodeo.
No.
So it does help you, does it not, with giving a little bit more astute advice?
I believe so. I believe that just like in anything else in life, you only can gain certain knowledge from experience. Just experience is sometimes the greatest teacher, both positively and negatively. And if you have seen certain situations before, obviously it is easier for you to comment and actually give life experience. You know, you can give stories, you can actually give examples, and if it's not something that you haven't been through yourself, and I've been pretty much through most of those situations, you know of someone that actually has. And that's a little bit more than, say, it coming out of a textbook.
That's a good. I love that. you got to have questions for Elgin. And again, go to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com. Click on the listen and chat live, or just say hi to Elgin, and say hi to us, because he's got some great information. I'm just making sure this is on.
Sure. No.
All right, there we go. Elgin is I've watched him. He's part of a networking group, CMA networking group, and
Yes.
just part of a great team at Keller Williams. I love the Keller Williams VIP team. You guys are fun and just making things happen.
Thank you.
But I love watching you and Pilar really care. And I love for you. You need to go to Elgin's website, because most websites have a pretty picture on it, pretty graphics, and a pretty well-written bio.
Right.
But that doesn't help you get to know them. And that's okay. At least they're doing something. They're putting effort into it. But if you go to Elgin's website, you will get to know Elgin and Pilar. They are wonderful people. They care. You're going to see how much they care. And you've got all kinds of YouTube videos. I mean, most don't do this. Right. Trust me, because we're building out that video studio just for our professionals to share great knowledge, great information, and that's what you do on your website. Well, go ahead. What's your website?
It's Elgin and Pilar TalkRealEstate.com, and I appreciate you saying that, because information is what we really try to provide. I actually like to consider us, versus say just real estate people, but as advocates. A real estate
word. I love that.
An advocate for the consumer, and our goal is to try to provide people with enough information so they can make an educated decision, whatever that decision is, that's best for their family. And I believe that if you provide people with information, then at that particular point, the part about doing business with some, that's the easy part. But they have to decide what it really is, what they're looking for, and to know that not only do they have options at whatever their situation is, whether it be an alternative to foreclosure, whether it be purchasing for the first time, they have to have information so that they can feel comfortable, A, with you guiding them the direction to go, and B, them following where you're hopefully guiding them to.
Well, and I think based on what I've seen, Elgin, and just speaking with you over the years and stuff, is that you are smart enough and been in this industry long enough, and we kind of do the same thing. After 25 years, you learn to listen a lot better. You learn because they'll tell you, you don't have to tell them anything. They'll tell you exactly what they want. They'll tell you what's important to them, what their goals are, who's important to them, who's helping them make that decision, so that you can easily, you say it's easy. It's not easy if you don't listen. And you listen, obviously, and I would imagine that helps you feel very confident in the direction you guide them.
Yes, it does, and I'll tell you, as you say, that reminds me. Just the other day with some clients that we're helping right now, and this particular client, you know, they've just been married about 6 months or so, and have a home that the husband had prior to the marriage, and now they're looking to, you know, have a home together. And the nicest thing and the best compliment that I received from them was, you know, we know you're really busy, and we know that, you know, you've got a great track record, but you make us feel like you're our only, like we're your only client. We feel like, you know you've got all this other stuff going on, but we just feel as if you're our only client. Well, like you say, Don, after doing it as many years as we've been doing this, those are the moments that you still find satisfaction.
Oh, absolutely. When you get those notes where they took the time to express their gratitude.
Yes.
And I've seen you have beautiful testimonials on your site.
Thank you.
That does make the difference. That makes it go, this is why I do this. And I know you and Pilar really do care about the client, meaning that matters to you as to their experience and you fulfilling their goals.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. That's actually top of the line for us by far, to be able to, even if it's someone that that might be struggling, they may be struggling, not sure what way to turn, looking at loan modifications, thinking of walking away, just whatever those situations are, to be able to actually sit down and discuss circumstances with people and give them options, and then just to see the satisfaction from them when they're able to find out that there are some alternatives to whatever their situation are, and then to see it come to fruition, man, that's a great feeling.
Yeah, well, when we come back, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the options that are still available for people today. And I know you're an expert at this, so you do not want to leave. And you want to join us on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.